Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. I've got a little, I guess, craft with me tonight. We can call it a craft with me. It's a little project I'm working on tonight for, it's for the Facebook group, My World in OKC. And it's something they have going on for the month of August. It's called a Rainbow Challenge, and we're doing each Friday a different color is due, and so you make something with that color. You can pretty much make anything you want. So I've made a journal cover, I've made a couple of journals in the last couple of weeks, and this week the color is peach. So I thought I would do something different. I've been wanting to work with some of these recipe cards. So I've got 5 recipe cards here, and they're all peach recipes. So, it's peach, the color peach, but I wanted to, kind of put a little twist on it. So I've got 5 peach recipes. Here's 1. Here's 2. This is peachy pecan cake. First one was peaches and cream parfait. You see these are different sizes. French almond peach jam. Let's see, what else do I have here? Here's these 3. And then I have peachy chutney, or peach chutney, and crumb-topped peach pie. So that's my peach recipes, or recipe cards. And then I wanted to do something, I just kind of looked around my craft room and tried to figure out what I had in a peach color. So I have this that I just received, actually like 2 days ago, this trim. I received it in Happy Mail from Sherry at Studio 28E, and it's a really pretty little flowery trim, so I'm going to incorporate that. I pulled out some peachy colored cardstock. I've already been cutting on it, as you can see. And I pulled out some peach scrapbook paper, peachy colored, so that's this right here. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that. And then I pulled out, I thought maybe I could make some layered flowers. So I pulled out this punch right here. It's a flower punch. This is the EK Tools flower punch. I think most of my punches I ordered from Amazon, so got that from Amazon. And I've got a couple from Michael's and Joann's, I think, but most of them are from Amazon. So this is a little flower punch here, just a little, what is this one? This one's Fiskars. Little one that works like that. These both work great, the 2 I just showed you. This one works good, but I don't really like having to push down on it like that. You have to push down pretty hard on it, and it's not a problem, but these like this that have the kind of that you just you can hold in your hand and do like that are easier. This one you have to put down on a table pretty much and punch it like that. So, but I got them all from Amazon. This one is not sure who the maker is on this one. I don't really see. Oh, Punch, what does that say? Punch Bunch, it says right here. So anyway, what else? I think that's all I've pulled out right now. I thought, oh, well, I've already cut my papers. I've cut some papers to go on the back, and I might round my corners on these because this recipe card has rounded corners, so I'll probably round my corners to match this. So I thought I'd sew some of this paper on here. So I have paper on the back, and then you still have the recipe. And then I would decorate the front with the trim and the flowers. So I'm going to pause the camera and go and sew like this. I'm going to sew papers on the back. This one's a solid peach. And these I have the other patterned peachy paper to sew on the back. And I'm going to, at the same time, sew a piece of this trim right here that I showed you onto the front somewhere. So it would be like this one would have the paper on the back, card and then say sew a piece of trim over here and then decorate it with flowers and I'll be done. But I'm doing 5 of them, but I wanted to do something quick this week, a little quicker. I didn't have a lot of time tonight, so I'm going to go sew all these things together, and then maybe we'll do the flowers together on camera. So I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. I think I'm on camera. Hopefully this is working, but I have completed the sewing of the paper and the trim on the recipe card. So what I decided to do was do some with a little ruffle and some with just a straight, you know, kind of like a washi tape edge almost, but it's this fabric trim. So here's the ruffle. I think it came out really pretty, and it looks, I used brown thread so it would stand out but still kind of blend in with the colors. Here's the back. It kind of opens like this, so you can write in here. You could put more paper on here if somebody wanted to, or just tuck. You could also tuck something in here, kind of like a little handy tuck spot if somebody wanted to use it as, you know, tucking things in. So that's this one. Let's see, that there was only one like that shape. There's 2 like this. This one I put a ruffle on, and here's the back of this one. And then here is a straight piece on this, and I left the string on this one. And this one opens like that. I didn't want to cover up the pictures too much because I really like these pictures on the front. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. And then here's this one. This one opens like this. This peachy one here is a kind of cardstock, and this one's more papery. So, and it's white on the back. This one was double-sided. And then here's this other one. This one was straight also. I did a zigzag stitch on these, the straight ones, and then the ruffles I did a straight stitch. So here's the 2 ruffles. Here's a straight stitch. Now I'm going to glue some flowers on here, and I think I'll be done. So let's see, unless I decide to do something else later on. But I've got my Fabri-Tac here, and let me grab my my corner punch too. This one still needs a little bit of corner rounding, so I think that'll look better without the paper sticking out there. Yeah, that looks better already. So there's that one with the corners rounded. See, this one needs its corners rounded also. So this is a pretty quick little craft with me tonight, you know, for this event. Doesn't always have to be something complicated. Now these corners are squared off, but I think I might try and see what they look like rounded. I like it, yeah. Like here's the rounded corner one, and here is the squared off. You can see it looks better rounded, I think. So let's round these too. Okay, now let's glue on some flowers. We're going to have 3 layers of flowers, and I like most of my ephemera to be flat, so it's not hard to tuck into a journal, you know what I mean? Not too much sticking off of it, or not too thick type of thing. So I could fluff these flowers up, but I'm going to keep them flat. I have done that before where I've fluffed them up and made them kind of 3D, but these I want to keep flat because I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet. So I just want them to be flat. I want them to be stuck down real good, so I'm using my Fabri-Tac instead of my glue stick, especially since I'm on this shiny, kind of a little bit of a glossy, you know, card here. I want to make sure it's going to stick. So there's a center piece there, and then we have, so I've got two layers of the, this one I might use a glue stick on because it's going to be paper on paper. So, plus it's so tiny, I don't want the Fabri-Tac to ooze out from underneath and be all shiny. on top of the flower. So that's our first flower on that one. And just put it over to the side like that. So that this is for the peach, you know, the peach color this week. We've got peach dessert, peachy accents. Well, let's do this one. It'll be the same as that one. You know, as far as placement. I guess I could put it up here. I could try one up here. Maybe we'll do that on this one. Or, oh, you know what I'll do? Here's kind of a blank spot right here. Well, let's just see. I really like it right here, and it doesn't cover up the peaches. But I can put it a little bit farther over here because there's a blank spot closer to this dish here where the dessert is. Picture of the dessert. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Fabri-Tac on this one, and then glue stick on the next layer. Just don't want it to ooze out, you know, on this one either. But this flower is a tiny bit bigger than the next one. So yeah, I was thinking about this today. I had no idea what I was going to do really, because I hadn't thought about it. I mean, I thought about it, but I didn't think about it because I didn't know what I had that was peach until I got home today. I hadn't looked until tonight, and it's due tomorrow. So okay, so here's another one. It's pretty. And then we're going to do this one. The back could be decorated too, but like I said, I want it to be flat so I can tuck it into something. Now, let's see. How do I want to do this one? I don't want it to cover up too much, but I could almost do a half flower. That would be interesting. Or I could tuck it under here. I don't want to cover up the peach. That's the whole, it's the peach week, so I don't want to cover up the peach. I think I'm going to put it right here and not overthink it. Let's just go for it here. Not overthink it. I know I just don't want to cover up the peach or the title there with the word peach in it. So, and I can still see through, you know, and around the flower. So I think we're good. A little bit on here. If you see a light, I've got my TV. If you see kind of something light flickering right here, I've got my TV on that I was watching in between while we paused and things. So hope that doesn't bother anybody. I just figured this won't take too long, so I didn't even turn it off. I just left it on so I can continue watching after I'm done. Okay, number 3. This one really needs some color because these have more color. Well, this has more color. These are a little brighter. This one's just a little darker, I guess. So I feel like it really needs some color. Let's do it right down here. I see my flower's not even here. I've got a little piece of my flower I must have cut off with my punch. So let's tuck that under since I've got a piece of flower missing. And then we won't cover up our cinnamon sticks. Okay, right here. So make sure I get that piece under there. Okay. Peach chutney. I looked through a lot of recipe cards to find these. I was like, this could take all night looking for recipe cards. I have a couple of boxes that are of recipe cards where they're organized, you know, into categories like desserts and things. So I looked through to the desserts in those, but then I have a couple of stacks of recipe cards that are not in boxes. They're just, you know, kind of random. So I just was looking through those, and I was just like, I have quite a few of this size right here, but they're not in anything. They're just by themselves, loose out of, you know, the way they came originally in little packets, but not in categories. So, but then I found a couple, so thank goodness it didn't take all night. I was determined to get this done. So there's our next one. I think these are really pretty with that color on here. Here's how it goes for you. Right side up for you. Number 4, and one more, we'll be done. So if y'all want to do this little, you could join anytime. You didn't have to start from the beginning, because I think I missed the first one, the first week. And I don't think I even saw it until the second week. I was like, that looks like fun. I want to try that. I want to do it. So I just started on the second week, which was, I think, orange. Last week was green. This week is peach. And next Friday is my choice. You know, we can choose any color. So that'll probably be the hardest one, because I'll have to figure out and narrow it down. I don't know if we can do a combination of colors or we have to choose. I have to look at it again, but it's in that Facebook group, My World at OKC, and you just join, and then under events, you go look and it says Rainbow Collaboration, and it tells you all about it if y'all decide to do it, if anybody out there is not doing it and you decide to do it. It's been a lot of fun. So, okay. I think these are really pretty. It was, you know, as you saw, very simple. You don't have to sew if you don't sew or you don't have a sewing machine. You can glue. I thought about gluing, but I just wanted to go ahead and sew because I've been wanting to sew on recipe cards. Don't ask me why. I just wanted to try it. But you could glue, like, especially if you're just doing a little straight, you know, flat piece like this of trim, you can glue that on with some Fabri-Tac if you have fabric trim or lace or something. So, but so this is how they are, just little flowers and trim, and then paper on the back for a journaling spot. Or these could actually, I was thinking, these could almost be like writing boards too. They're kind of, you know, cardstock. I thought about making a journal, but in little notebooks, so that could be also, these could be little notebooks. I thought about putting more paper, you know, sewing on a bunch, you know, about 6 sheets of paper, but I really wanted to keep it for some reason flat, so next time maybe I'll sew on more paper. But this is the largest one here, and you can see how it is, really pretty. And like if somebody still wanted the recipe, you can read it on the back there. Really pretty. This is the next, these two are the next size down, and I think they're pretty. And then there's the back of those. You can see the zigzag stitching there and the layered flowers. And then these are the next two size down, or the smallest ones. Well, I put it on this side because I didn't want to cover up the peach, so I put the trim over here. And I didn't want to cover up the names, peach and peach, here on this side. And so, yeah, that's why I did it like that. But I think they're really cute. And I'm done. So I'll let y'all go. My next video is probably going to be starting on my design team project for Studio 28E. So I'll see y'all in that video, and I hope you're having a great night. And happy crafting. See you next time.